So driven, what is driven? It's driving down a road, because in having that drive of going on without dealing with the things of life that might get in the way on your road of life. There might be road work on your road where you're being constructed to be different and think different and act different. There might even be bumps in the road where you'll run into things, but then you have to make a decision in being driven and for the D if you're going to stay determined. Because no matter what happens in life, there's always going to be a way to go. Sometimes you'll run into a sign of life that where it'll say this area is closed or this area is under construction. And you have to make a determination in that moment what direction you might need to shift to. See, a lot of people these days, they talk about this word called grind, and I'm grinding for more, and I'm grinding. But it depends on how you drive. You have to have the point of life of shifting to the new place. Because great people, when they're driven, they shift, they don't grind. Because when you grind, there is this noise, there is this compilation of things that happens that will stop you from going to the next gear. There's going to be times that you might run into a sign of life that it has an arrow pointing and telling you you can't go in this direction. Where should I go, right or should I go left? Sometimes in life we'll go into an expressway of thinking and we'll want to get there quickly and we don't want to take our time, and we'll be going east in a direction and we'll be on this freeway of life, and there'll be all these other people on the same freeway going in the same direction and making bad errors on how they even get into our lane and always rushing, not taking their time. But then you got a choice. Do you go through the light? Because when you go through the light, it has to be green. See, right now in life, there's a green light and you're able to go through this light. And you could go one way this way, one way that way, or you could go the wrong way. And see, the wrong way is not the place you need to be, because once again, you got to be a person, a man and woman of integrity. So then once you come off the expressway and you've made the decision on what direction you're going to go, you got to pay attention. But then there's some people on their road and they're being driven that they're going on the spiritual way. They're headed to the church. What way are you going? So I thank you for being connected to a source of power. Staying driven. Because people are dependent on you to keep your drive.